what's it called? A manhunt for everybody. Like
Hell
I said
yeah.
earlier, it was guaranteed that we would not be.
I was about to say something
Fortunately,
stupid.
dealing with another incident that happened with Frank the other day.
You think this rendition
he'll
really
talk about more
captures
here in a
the
minute. I'm assuming he's
essence
done
of the
thinking to himself.
song?
Are you good?
Dibs there, one.
Are you good, Max?
You guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going back to it now. Whatever.
What the heck?
Just turns it on and off.
Is there any EMS that can respond to the latest 911?
Sorry, my mouth was full.
What are you eating?
Soup dumpling.
Oh.
All right, listen to me.
Actively
Hold on,
listening.
I gotta turn some music for myself. Hang on.
Is everybody listening?
Hold on.
Yes.
Oh, there's a lot of people
What
not
kind of
listening.
music are you
Can
turning
we
on? Is
listen
it
along?
serious or is it like?
What do you mean?
Because Dicker did
Serious.
days and days of working
Song
on
title?
reports and stuff,
Can we listen along?
and boom, to go to court and they
That's a good
escape.
question. Can we listen along?
It's crushing.
The operations of the government have been severely impacted by these whiny terrorists. As it stands now, once again, for the 4th or 5th time, I am going to have to delegate all hands on deck to the purpose of apprehending these criminals. The method by which they freed themselves is so horribly wrong that I'm not going to spend too much time talking about it. That said, if anyone ever tries to do that to any of you, if they try to take you to prison, to edit records, to take people off of holds, to take people out of jail, I expect you to get on your hands and knees and to beg them to blow your brains out. Your life does not matter in that regard. This is something that is expected of the judges when they are asked to edit charges for people. Whenever judges are kidnapped to enact changes to the MDT or anything, they understand full well that their answer should be no and that they should accept death. It's just the way that it is.
Can I tell them to suck my dick and balls?
Yeah, at that point, if they've got
do
you
that.
at gunpoint and they are asking you to do something completely unreasonable, just say whatever the fuck you want to them because you're getting a bullet in the head.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
Oh. Can we just tell them we can't?
Yeah, you can do that too.
Serve and protect.
The attack on the council and the government has left them severely scarred and deformed.
Jesus Christ.
However, allow me to provide you some insight into a group of people that I used to work with a long time ago.
Oh no.
They believe that they are better than you. They believe that they are smarter than you. They believe that they have the upper hand. They believe that simply by rolling up to you and saying, "Hey, police officer," and then shooting you in the head over and over again will be enough to demoralize you, to disincentivize you from doing your job, to disincentivize you from working together with other police officers. It is a direct attempt and attack on your morale, so much so that they are probably banking on that aspect. They want you to feel deflated, demoralized, discouraged. They prey upon breaking you down so that you feel entirely hopeless to do anything in response. However, I am pledging to you, as the mayor of Los Santos and the commissioner of police, that I will always empower you to make sure that something as ridiculous as this situation is never allowed to carry on longer than it should. I will always empower you to prosecute them to the fullest extent of the law. They deserve no leniency. They deserve no quarter. They only deserve death. However, we exist in Los Santos. Los Santos is a city that has amazing medical care. So much so that I know Mr. K himself has probably been shot 10,000 times and this old motherfucker is still walking the streets. We are going to get shot at. We are going to be shooting people.
It's just going on and
Simply
on.
put, we have the final say on what goes down on the streets, and not a street gang. We are going to mobilize. We are going to utilize overwhelming force to ensure that the government is able to return to its proper functions, and to ensure that you all are able to return to your normal duty. Until that happens, we are on high alert. Until that happens, think of yourself less as police officers. Think of yourselves more as soldiers. Because it is a war zone that has been transformed by these street gangs who believe that they are more important or monumental than the government itself.
He's definitely is.
You're warriors. You are people who should
He's
not
trying
be
to
afraid
pump everyone up.
to hop out of your car when a car pulls up on you and point your gun at them.
Oh my gosh.
At this point, we have been forced to escalate to paranoia. We have been forced to escalate to overwhelming force. We have been forced to escalate endlessly so far as these people are concerned. And I will be out there on the field with each and every one of you to ensure that we get the job done.
Yeah.
If you've spoken to any officers who are disillusioned or discouraged by this constant chain of prison breaks that shouldn't have happened, send them to me. Give me a couple minutes with them, and I will refocus them on the task at hand. At the end of the day,
Tamara,
they've
I
only got
already
a
think
couple
it's
of
done.
tools
Remember,
that
I
they
think
can
some
use
things are
to get
already
the upper
done,
hand
right?
on us. We have an unlimited number of tools to ensure that law and order is secure. Do not forget that we have the advantage, and the only way that that gets taken from us is if they manage to demoralize you. And as it stands now, I refuse to believe that a 70-year-old motherfucker and a guy who spits when he talks are enough to demoralize the police of Los Santos.
Woo!
Can we go? Yeah.
Yeah, cheer,
Yeah!
look, we have to act as a unit, as a brotherhood. I need you to look around at everyone in this room and understand that you will do every possible thing to ensure that they do not go down on the battlefield, because it is a battlefield right now. Los Santos is a battlefield during shift 2.
What do we
because
have
this is
someone
when they
down?
believe, Cry Gang, that is, they can go on the streets and make everything about them and make sure that all of our operations are suspended or otherwise made extremely difficult. They have a cast of deplorable, pathetic lapdogs who are willing to do anything, including dressing themselves up like Mr. K at his court case and being like, oh, we're protesting, we're protesting. It is unfortunate that the level of intimidation and fear that Chang Gang inspires has extended out onto the streets, onto people who proudly call themselves gangsters, and they operate out of turfs, and they call themselves gangs. At the end of the day, they are willing to bow their heads and bend over for a group of people who are so undesirable and only have achieved their position on the streets because they have utilized fear and intimidation to ensure that they have absolute loyalty.
It's roleplay, folks. Calm down.
They are not gangsters. They are henchmen. Honestly, I would go so far as to say that right now, based upon the war on the streets that happened a couple of nights ago, based upon my conversations with gangs on the street these days, I am unwilling to classify any group on the streets right now as a gang other than Chang Gang. And they have a bunch of satellites and auxiliaries that will do anything that they can to appease their masters, because they think that it'll get them in their good graces, in their favor, and that it will allow them an opportunity to benefit in the same way that Chang Gang does. But at the end of the day, They are a core group, a relatively small core group, that through our just and rightful escalation can be disarmed, can be cowed, and can be taken out. So do not fear. They are only men and women, and the people that run with them are
CG.
so bereft of their own agency that they have convinced themselves that they operate independent of Changang, when at the end of the day, they are a cast of faceless, nameless morons who get called upon when convenient to fill the ranks of Changang when they feel pressed by the police or the government. They are small men. They are just honestly disappointing. It really, at the end of the day, disappointing. I want you to hate them. I want you to look at them, and when you hear that squeaky, whiny voice from Mr. K, I want
Oh
that
my
to
gosh.
fill your gaze with blood.
My what?
I want you to understand that any interaction with these people should be treated with the highest importance, the highest level of force, the absolute void of hesitation.
Oh,
We
goodness.
can and will reclaim the streets of Los Santos. Some of you may be familiar with the manhunts that we've operated in the past. Today, we are going to
I'm
split into
role-playing
groups
a
of
cop.
2.
I'm just going to do cop stuff, guys.
Alpha team and Bravo team.
I'm going to do cop stuff if you don't mind.
Alpha team will be headed by Sheriff Jeffrey Bones.
I'll head out and do my thing.
Do we have any volunteers for Bravo team?
We're right here. We'll do whatever we need.
I want Barrick Johnson in charge of Bravo team.
B for
Alright.
Barrick.
You up to that, Chief?
2 Bs, 2 Bs. Yeah, I can for a few hours, yeah.
100 mango, 76.
We are going to be splitting ourselves down the middle. Alpha team will take the city. Bravo team will take the country. You will all move as one unit. If you are alone for any extended period of time,
Then we
you will
should
be
flip it.
removed from this operation. You will move as one. You will act as one, and you will think as one. So let's start splitting into different sides of the room. Okay? Try to get an even number. Doesn't really matter who's on what team. Let's have Alpha team on my left, Bravo team on my right.
Charlie, is that you?
Hey, Haley.
I'm already here, so I'm not gonna move.
Who's this guy? Who's that?
Alpha team.
Who is that?
Hey,